50 Cent has just leaked the first part of his exclusive documentary on T, and the footage is shocking. So scandalous it could destroy T's career forever. The rapper's reaction completely unhinged. T is reportedly devastated, crying and begging 50 Cent to take it down before the damage is irreversible. In this video, we're diving deep into T's reaction, what was revealed in the documentary, and why this leak has the music world talking like never before. Get ready for the full story behind one of the most explosive moments in hip-hop drama. To understand where we are now, we need to go back to where this all started, and it started with Verse. During the pandemic, when Versus battles were the hottest thing in music, and everyone was locked in the house watching legends go hit for hit, T decided he wanted to step into the ring with 50 Cent. The foundation of this feud was laid during the COVID-19 pandemic when T repeatedly called out 50 for a battle. But the unit mogul didn't pay Tip much attention and scoffed at his requests. On 50 Cent's 45th birthday, T took to Instagram to offer his well wishes but used the opportunity to challenge him to a battle, saying, "Pull your ass up with 20 of your records, man. Sit across from me, man," and T did not stop there. He added a jab about the time Kanye West outsold 50 in their famous chart battle in 2007 with Graduation in Curtis. That was the first shot. 50 Cent did not take the bait. In 2021, 50 Cent shut down the idea of doing Versus and suggested it didn't make sense since the platform itself was basically only for the pandemic. He told the Morning Hustle that once people could go back outside, he didn't understand why anyone was still doing it, and that was that. Or so everyone thought. 5 years went by. Nas, no battle. The tension was there, but it was quiet. Then in February 2026, T started making noise again. The Atlanta rapper doubled down on his challenge to 50. During a live nightcap episode in San Francisco on Friday, February 6th, the podcast hosted by Shannon Sharpe and Chad Oinko Johnson. And this is where things get interesting. T told Shannon and Chad about how the whole Versus situation went down from his perspective. He said he originally wanted to go against Gucci Mane, but when that matchup happened with Jeezy instead, he shifted his attention to 50. During the episode, Tip explained that when he was talking to Swiss Beats about doing Versus, he said his preferred opponent was 50. "I said I wanted 50. He don't want no smoke though. I called my man out. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke." That clip spread everywhere. It was all over social media within hours, and it did not take long for 50 Cent to see it. Then came $1 million worth of Game podcast appearance. T suggested on $1 million worth of Game that the two had agreed on a Versus battle, with the idea being that Tip would reveal the news. According to T, the plan was for him to announce it publicly, but when he did, 50 played dumb. T joined $1 million worth of Game on February 22nd and claimed that while the Duke was traveling around Hollywood locking in TV and film deals, Tip said that 50 seemed interested behind closed doors and participating in a Versus, but sang a different tune on social media. That, according to T, was the moment things went south. Now here is where 50 Cent responded in classic 50 Cent fashion. He did not argue about the Versus. He did not say T was lying. Instead, he went somewhere else entirely. 50 Cent responded to T's challenge by posting a video of his Crime Stoppers Atlanta advertisement to Instagram, implying that Tip is a snitch. The caption read, "I know Atlanta pick and choose who they support, but y'all got to do better. Lol, keep my name out your mouth." That was the move. 50 Cent did not address the Versus. He skipped right past the music conversation and went for T's character. The unit frontman further suggested that T is a snitch by posting a clip of him testifying in 2008, 2 years after his friend and assistant Philante Johnson was fatally shot after a performance in Cincinnati that hit a nerve. T responded online, and it was clear that this was not just a Versus disagreement anymore. T wrote in response, "You playing on my name when only one of us a rat in real life. You know I got your paperwork right and my transcript is available online. Your excuses is useless. Get your hoe ass in the box or STFU and live in fear. You soft son, you've lost my respect." That response changed everything. This was no longer about who has the better catalog. This was personal, and it was about to get a lot worse because 50 Cent was about to drag T's family into it. Once the snitching accusations started flying from both sides, this beef went from a music disagreement to a personal war. And 50 Cent made the first move that brought family into it. 50 Cent and T's social back and forth sparked a new beef between 50 and Tip's son, King Harris. After the mogul shared a controversial photo of T's wife, Tiny Harris, which prompted King to troll 50, mentioning the mogul's late mother, Sabrina Jackson. 50 posted an unflattering photo of Tiny Harris performing on Instagram and captioned it with a warning for T to keep his name out of his mouth. 50 Cent appeared to respond by posting an unflattering image of T's wife captioned, "I keep saying, keep my name out your mouth." Okay, then he followed it with another post, a meme featuring Tiny and her son, King, and that is what set off King Harris. Now King Harris is 21 years old. The 21-year-old son of T has been a public figure since childhood because of his parents' reality show, and when he saw 50 Cent going after his mother, he did not hold back. King Harris took to Instagram in defense of his mother with several posts pointing out 50's prior beefs, the aftermath of his 2000 shooting, previous accusations of domestic violence, and more. And then King crossed a line that even his own father would later say went too far. King went live with a profanity-laced rant that targeted 50 Cent's late mother Sabrina Jackson, who died when the rapper was only 8 years old. King later wore a t-shirt featuring Sabrina Jackson's face, a move that even T admitted went too far. The t-shirt was the moment. King Harris filmed content wearing a shirt with the face of 50 Cent's deceased mother on it, and he posted it on social media for the world to see. He was referring to a t-shirt with 50 Cent's late mother on it, which King wore in the video for one of his diss tracks. Now, while all of this was happening on social media, T and his sons were making moves in the studio too. The much publicized back and forth between the two rappers took over timelines in February when the Harris family, T and sons Damani and King, released a slew of diss tracks aimed at 50. T dropped the right one first. T ain't playing nice, calling 50 a 5-0 dispatcher, basically branding him a snitch, and clowns him as a keyboard warrior who's tough online but nowhere else. Then he followed up with more tracks. In his tracks, The Right One, War, Lessons, and What Bully, he delivers some scathing blows coming for the 50-year-old. King Harris also released his own diss track. He went after 50 Cent on a diss track of his own, Made Man. And Damani Harris, T's other son, also dropped his own track. So between the three of them, T, King, and Damani, there were multiple diss tracks flying at 50 Cent throughout the month of February. Meanwhile, 50 Cent was doing what 50 Cent does. As far as rapping goes, this has been a totally one-sided feud, as T has been relentless in stacking 50C diss tracks, while 50 has opted for social media fodder and trolling instead of heading to the booth. He was not going to the studio. He was posting memes, trolling online, deleting posts, and then posting more. 50 Cent has systematically removed Instagram posts mentioning T and King Harris from his account over the last few days, but the biggest escalation from King Harris was not a diss track, it was paperwork. King Harris posted what he claimed were FBI documents, alleging that 50 Cent cooperated with federal investigators. King Harris posted purported FBI documents on social media, alleging that rapper Curtis 50 Cent Jackson cooperated with federal investigators in the 2009 investigation of the murder of Leloy M. Fletcher. The documents dated October 12, 2009 include what appears to be an FBI interview report. The report says Jackson told agents he feared for his life and implicated James "Jimmy Henchman" Roseman. The documents, as shared by King Harris, stated that the phone used to place the anonymous tip was connected to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, and that Jackson confirmed that he was the person who placed the anonymous call, and that he was in fear of his life following the death of Leloy Mac Fletcher. King posted this with a caption that said, "I got 21 question but just answer this one. So who was Lodem, y'all know?" He added, "Is this who called my pops a rat with no black and white? Well, here's yours, sir." That post went everywhere. It circulated on every platform, and it flipped the entire snitch narrative on its head. 50 Cent had called T a snitch. Now, King Harris was showing documents that allegedly proved 50 Cent himself had cooperated with the feds. Whether or not those documents are verified, the fact that they were out there in the public was enough to do damage. This is where a father-son beef started to become something none of them could fully control. By this point, the beef had gone from a versus disagreement to a full-blown family war that was dominating every corner of the internet. T had dropped 4 diss tracks. King and Damani had each dropped their own. King was posting FBI documents. He was wearing a t-shirt with 50 Cent's dead mother on it. The whole thing had spiraled, and that is when T decided to speak. T has spoken out for the first time following his ongoing beef with 50 Cent. After the Indo Club rapper took aim at his wife Tiny Harris and his son King, he sat down on the Ebro Laura Rosenberg show and for the first time gave his full perspective on what had been happening. The host asked him directly whether he enjoyed his sons getting involved. His answer was clear. "No, I don't enjoy it," said T in response to a question about if his kids' responses were enjoyable. "I spent so much time trying to get this lil N off the ledge. Now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teaching that I've been teaching." That is a telling statement from T. He spent years trying to keep King Harris out of trouble, trying to instill a certain type of character. And this beef gave King a reason to throw all of that out the window. T recognized that, but at the same time, T was not about to disown what his sons did. He understood why they did it. "The one thing that I am proud of this is that the women and children in our families see that it's a line of men that's here against who the ever. I'm here to defend. I'm here to protect what's ours. I die in the streets about this, here." That is the duality T was navigating. He is proud his son stood up for their mother. He is not proud of how far it went. And when the hosts asked him the direct question, when did it go too far, T did not hesitate. T pointed directly at the video of King wearing a shirt with 50's deceased mother on it. "I said, that's enough when I seen that t-shirt." The Atlanta rapper said that was the line for T. The t-shirt with Sabrina Jackson's face on it was the moment things crossed a boundary. "I said, that's enough. When I seen that damn t-shirt, I said, man, chill out. I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated." T also spoke in a TMZ interview around the same time. "Man, that's so last week, man. The only thing I have to say, it's very unfortunate, but honestly, I wasn't here to defeat. I was here to defend. I'm just happy that the women and children in my family know that there's a line of men that's ready to stand and protect from whoever against whoever." He also addressed the bigger picture of the beef and ultimately all of the quietness that we're witnessing right now from Dude. What would have happened if that quietness was practiced at the beginning? Absolutely nothing. We wouldn't be here. That is a point worth sitting with. T is saying that if 50 Cent had just ignored the Versus talk the way he did for years, none of this would have happened. Instead, 50 Cent chose to post the Crime Stoppers video. He chose to call T a snitch. He chose to post the photo of Tiny. And all of that set off a chain reaction that involved sons, diss tracks, FBI documents, and deceased mothers. But while T was talking about the beef slowing down, 50 Cent was preparing something that would take this to a completely different level. The diss tracks and the memes were the warm-up. What came next was the nuclear option, and it had nothing to do with music. On March 5, 2026, 50 Cent made a move that changed the entire dynamic of this beef. He moved it from Instagram and diss tracks into something far more permanent and far more damaging. In a since deleted Instagram post on Thursday, March 5th, Fif shared a screenshot of a news headline that read 50 Cent reportedly developing Surviving T and Tiny documentary, seemingly confirming the report. The caption was calculated. He wrote, "Remember how quiet I got before the Diddy doc? Dame thought I wasn't coming. I hope this doesn't mess up your promo tour. They're going to ask about your 20 sexual assault cases. You might want to talk to a crisis PR person." Let that sink in. 50 Cent did not just threaten to make a documentary. He compared it to the Diddy documentary, and that reference is not lost on anyone who pays attention to what 50 Cent has done in the entertainment space recently. The reference to the Diddy doc is crucial. 50 Cent executive produced a Netflix docuseries on Sean Combs that aired in late 2025, a project that many in hip-hop credit with accelerating Diddy's public downfall. The implication is unmistakable. 50 is claiming he has done this before and he is prepared to do it again. That Netflix docuseries was called Sean Combs The Reckoning, following the massive success of his Netflix docuseries Sean Combs The Reckoning, which explored the sexual assault allegations against Diddy. It was a major cultural moment, and 50 Cent was the executive producer behind it. So when he says he knows how to do this, he has receipts. Now, the documentary itself, insiders claim 50 is developing a documentary tentatively titled Surviving T and Tiny. The reported project would revisit past sexual misconduct allegations made by multiple women against the couple. These are not new allegations. T and Tiny have previously and consistently denied the allegations against them, which reportedly span 2005 to 2015, and include accusations of sexual assault, drugging, and other misconduct from multiple women. The vast majority of associated lawsuits have been dismissed in court, but here is the thing. The allegations being old does not mean a documentary cannot be devastating. A documentary examining allegations tied to him and Tiny, regardless of how those allegations have fared legally, would be a devastating piece of counter-programming. The timing of this announcement was also not an accident. The timing is maximally calculated. T is currently gearing up for the release of his final album, Kill the King. This is supposed to be T's retirement album, his last body of work, his victory lap, and 50 Cent is now threatening to overshadow that entire moment with a documentary about sexual assault allegations. Now, is the documentary real? That is the question everyone is asking. It is unconfirmed. 50 Cent shared a headline suggesting the documentary is in development in a since-deleted Instagram post and used his caption to lean into the threat. But no official announcement has been made given 50's history of using social media to troll before following through on projects. Both possibilities remain on the table, and that is exactly the problem. But here is the thing about Curtis Jackson. He has actually followed through before. The Diddy documentary was real, it was impactful, and it came after a long period of silence that people mistook for him backing down. The title of the documentary also speaks volumes. Surviving T and Tiny deliberately echoes the Surviving R. Kelly format. The same Playbook 50 used a devastating effect on Sean Diddy Combs. That naming convention alone signals what kind of documentary this would be. It is designed to invoke the same feeling of accountability and exposure that those previous projects carried. The Harris couple has been accused by over 30 women and one man of a pattern of drugging, kidnapping, and sexual assault, which they have vehemently denied. Those are the allegations that 50 Cent would be putting under a microscope. And whether or not there are criminal convictions, a documentary series on a streaming platform reaching millions of people is a different kind of trial. 50 Cent also posted the theme song for his new Starz show Power Origins and used it as another shot at the Harris family. His caption was, "They are going to learn to leave me alone." This is the shift. 50 Cent has moved from trolling to production. He is not just posting memes anymore. He is leveraging his position as one of the most powerful producers in television to weaponize a documentary against a personal rival, and that changes the game entirely. So how did T respond to this? When the documentary threat, all eyes went to T. The question was simple: would he panic? Would he try to make peace? Would he go quiet? He did none of those things. Rapper T is ready to take his beef with 50 Cent to the next level if the rival wants to. In the clip, the King of the South made it clear he does not feel threatened by the possibility of a documentary or any other challenge. Instead, Tip framed the situation as open competition. T posted a video response and said, "We can go bar for bar, hit for hit, or doc for doc. Either way, all you're going to do is show how much of a FNU is. Let's play. Nobody fears you over here, boo-boo." That response told you everything you need to know about where T's head is at. He is not backing down, he is daring 50 Cent to make the documentary. And he is saying that if it comes to that, he is willing to make one right back. Now whether T actually has the infrastructure to produce a counter-documentary the way 50 Cent can is a different question. 50 Cent has Starz, he has Netflix. He has an entire production apparatus that he has built over the last decade. T does not have that, but the posture T is taking is one of defiance, not fear. Meanwhile, on the music side of things, T is winning. Let Him Know is one of the early hits of 2026. The song, part of T's retirement album, Kill the King, is currently #1 at Urban Radio and on several charts from Instagram to Billboard. The beef has not heard his music roll out. If anything, the controversy has kept his name in the conversation during one of the most important promotional periods of his career. The beef continues as T's new song, Let Him Know, featuring Pharrell Williams, reaches #1 this week on Urban Radio. The new hit is the lead single on T's forthcoming album, Kill the King. So T has the #1 record, he has the press tour, he has the attention, and he is using every moment of it. On the other side, 50 Cent has not dropped a diss track. Despite Tip's best efforts to lure him into the ring for a full-fledged rap battle, 50 Cent has made it clear that he has no intention of hopping back into the booth. He posted a fake Stupid Ass Indiga award certificate on Instagram writing, "Goes to old rappers still trying to battle rap." He added, "I don't need me to rap, you need me to rap." That is 50 Cent telling T that he is not going to play the game on T's terms, he is not going to trade bars, he is going to use his television empire and his production company to fight this war on a different battlefield. The track he did release, No One Told Us What We're Here For-ing Leon Thomas, was technically for Power Origins. This is a response to 50 Cent's new track, which also dropped No One Told Us What Here For, which features R&B's hottest act, Leon Thomas. The record is really for the next installment in his Power TV series. However, the Gunit mogul uses it as a means to lyrically respond to T and his entire family. So, even when 50 does make music, he makes sure it serves a dual purpose. It promotes his show and it takes shots at his rival. 50 Cent is in a position of power here, no pun intended. This is a track that he can play on stars whenever he wants. He understands the power of promotion. Now let's talk about King Harris specifically because the title of this video asks whether King Harris is begging 50 Cent to stop leaking T's documentary before it destroys everything, and that is worth examining. Here is what we know. King Harris went as hard as anyone could go in this beef. He wore the t-shirt, he posted the FBI documents, he dropped diss tracks, he said things about 50 Cent's mother that most people would never say publicly, and then the documentary threat landed and the dynamic shifted. T also said he doesn't enjoy his son King dropping diss tracks and that he has been instilling good character into his family. 50 Cent is yet to respond properly other than a few memes which have since been deleted. However, there are rumors that suggest he could be making a documentary. T himself told King to stop. He drew the line at the t-shirt and told him to chill. While he expressed pride in his family standing together, he admitted he told King to take a step back after the shirt incident. "I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated, so I don't want to see my children doing others like that." The question now is whether King's actions, the t-shirt, the FBI documents, the diss tracks, all of it, contributed to 50 Cent deciding to announce the documentary, because there is a case to be made that King's escalation gave 50 Cent the justification he needed to go nuclear. When you bring a man's dead mother into a beef, you open the door for that man to bring everything he has into the fight. And for 50 Cent, everything he has is not a rap verse. It is a production company, a track record of documentaries, and access to every streaming platform on the planet. This latest documentary announcement may represent something even bigger. If it materializes, it could be seen as 50 Cent's nuclear option in the feud. The rapper turned media mogul has proven he knows how to generate massive attention through documentaries, and that is where things stand right now. T is promoting his album. 50 Cent is teasing a documentary. King Harris has gone quieter than he was in February, and the entire hip-hop world is watching to see what happens next. Hip-hop is watching this one very carefully. The question is not just whether the documentary exists. It is whether 50 Cent's playbook from BEGS can be replicated and whether T has the PR infrastructure to absorb the impact. If 50 Cent follows through, this beef moves from Instagram to Netflix or Stars, and that is an entirely different arena. Diss tracks fade, social media posts get deleted, but a documentary lives on a streaming platform for years, and it gets recommended by algorithms to millions of people who might not have known anything about these allegations. But if this moves forward, this feud won't just stay on social media. It could shift to streaming platforms, and that changes the conversation completely. On the other hand, if 50 Cent is bluffing and he is famous for trolling, then T weathers the storm, releases his album, and walks away from his career on his own terms. If it is a bluff, T can use the moment to argue he faced down a threat and survived it. Either way, one thing is clear. This beef started with the versus battle that never happened, and it is now escalated into something that could follow the Harris family for years. King Harris went to war for his parents, T went to war for his wife. And 50 Cent has been sitting back letting them throw punches while he builds something that could hit harder than any diss track ever could. The only question left is this. Will 50 Cent actually press play on the documentary, or was this all just another move in the longest chess match in hip-hop? We will find out soon.